So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's our time. It's our time.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 66 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
I'm coming after you. Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 42. Mike's
13.
42. Mike 42. Mike 42. Squeeze, double.
Mike 42. Mike.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
Good job.
Hey, we're on.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
21. Here we go.
Mike's 42.
Hey, gun.
Who that? Check. 42's the Mike. Check. 42.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The drive starts with a completion left side. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Safety's creeping. Check 99. Hatchet.
Running right, Jones. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
319. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Zoom.
Mike 54.
Easy. Hey, Echo.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got this. One, Omaha.
Mike's 50.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike 50. No chance.
Go Mike 50. Zig.
And play it.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
21.
First down, San Francisco.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. That'll be complete to Breida. He won't go down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Garoppolo on 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here we go. 180.
Get him.
12, fellas, here we go.
25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Now he's forced out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
65.
Mike's 50.
Garoppolo again. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14, 49ers 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 56. Here we go. Watch the pass.
From the 31, Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Let's go. Let's get there. 49. Check 40 inside. Wide. Get wide. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 31. Check 31.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 54 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Rodgers going to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Inside. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Rodgers now on third and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10. They run with Breida. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That's on the multiple-time Pro Bowler, Joe Staley, the tackle.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, gun.
We got 25 to Mike. Watch this.
21.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Here we go.
Hey, orbit.
25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Hey, 25.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's such a good route runner. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
65.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Garoppolo. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal.
21.
Watch the twitch.
Hey, alert.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, watch that.
Five.
Mike, 54.
Watch the run.
Watch twins. Check 52.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check pass.
Yeah.
No. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Here we go.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
21.
Mike 6.
Move.
Too low. Hey, Mike 50.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, wahoo! I got you.
Check Mike.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
This pass caught at the 4. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal.
12.
You got 3 down. Stop Mike 42.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Gold for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
158. White left!
Kill! SOS.
Check north.
Check hot route. Hot. Watch twist.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And able to find Graham, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Check 26. Hey, alert 3. Check 24. Check 24.
Cali. Someplace, Cali.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Plant.
That's mine.
Flip it down.
On 1st down, Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
54 Mike.
Box it.
54's Mike. Check.
26.
54.
Now on 2nd and 16, Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, gun.
They run again with Breida. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
Here we go.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Let's go, folks.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman, and they'll get him down right around the 16. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
21. Here we go. Alpha.
Now Garoppolo. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. What do you need?
Check, Mike 42. Back it.
1, Omaha.
Mike 42. Wildfield. Hey, Mike's 42.
Garoppolo to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kendrick Bourne there to make the grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Niners 28, Packers 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Switch. All right. Check. Crunch. Check the backer.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Packers on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. Sliding out of the... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
I'm coming. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check. 56.
Bravo.
Good track.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Here we go.
Man left. 3 down.
6.
Watch him.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
21.
Garoppolo looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.